California for the celebrity stylist murder trial. Gessica Sementilli is accused of plotting with her lover, Robert Baker, to kill her husband for the insurance money. A third man, Christopher Austin, was also enlisted to help carry out the murder. He pleaded guilty in January to second-degree murder and is expected to testify against Sementilli next week. Right now, let's get you back into court where Sementilli's oldest daughter, Gessica, is testifying on direct examination by the state. She is recounting what happened right after the murder.
Okay, is that a place that your dad hung out a lot?
Yes, all the time.
And did he have we've talked about it, his favorite chair?
Yes.
Did he work out there a lot?
Yes.
And when did he work out there? Was it during the week or on the weekends?
If he didn't go to work for some reason, and I'd find him out there, you know, during the day, or sometimes on the weekend. Sure, he's on his computer back there, but most of the time it was for watching TV outside.
Did he work from home sometimes?
Yes.
How often did he work from home?
Not often.
Did you know in advance when he was working from home?
Most of the time, no.
And when he worked from home, did he work on the patio then?
Or inside.
Sometimes.
Yes, depending on how hot it was.
Now, when you were there that morning, was your housekeeper there, Delia?
I've been, I know that she's there from transcripts and things I've seen, but I don't remember her because I was sleeping.
Do you typically see Delia there?
Yes.
And she comes on Mondays? Every other Monday?
I don't know.
All right. So, does she come every other week, basically?
I did not. I didn't know.
Okay. Had your dad then been home for the past every other week on Mondays?
Not that I remember.
You don't remember? Were you home those days, or do you not remember?
No, I was probably out.
I'm sorry?
I was probably out.
Okay. So as far as the alarm system, you never hooked up. What about your alarm system in your house? Do you have an alarm system?
Yes.
After this murder happened, did you start setting the alarm system?
Yes.
Okay, did you tell the detectives back in June that you didn't even know how to set it and you didn't set it anymore?
I didn't know how to set it, but the people who, like my aunt and my grandmother who came, they would set the alarm.
When they were there?
Yes.
I guess my question is, when you were there with you, your mom, and your sister, did you tell the detectives then in June of 2014 that nobody sets the alarm?
Right.
Did you kind of get to the point where you, as your immediate family, you didn't set an alarm?
Correct.
Okay, is there a reason why?
No.
Had you been setting the alarm before this murder?
No.
Didn't your dad set it at night?
Sometimes, but not all the time.
All right. Now, what about being home alone? Did you have any concern about being home alone?
I didn't.
When you say that, did your sister express concern to you?
Yes.
And what was she telling you?
That she was scared to be home alone and she didn't want to be, so to have us come home.
Okay. And at this point now, after the murder, are you and your sister close? Right now, let's say that.
Today, yes.
Were you close back then?
It was a very rocky relationship after the murder.
Why is that?
Because there was a lot of family fighting, so it was just hard on her, hard on me.
And she was 16 and you were 18?
Yes.
Okay, so it strained your relationship a little bit?
Yes.
All right. So she was afraid to be at home, but you felt okay?
Yes.
All right. Did you tell the detectives also back in June of 14 that if one of us is here alone, like we just don't like to be here? I mean, is that fair? You didn't really like to be home alone?
Correct.
All right.
But not because I'm scared, just because I don't want to be home alone.
Okay. And did you tell the detectives also that we go somewhere else and we often go and sleep at Deborah's house? Did that happen?
Not often. We did not sleep at her house often. So I don't remember if I said that or not.
All right. So, but there was a degree of you didn't want to be home alone for whatever reason might be. I'm going to ask you some questions then about Rob Baker. Now, there was a time before the murder, back in 2016, where you saw Rob in your house, right?
Yes.
How many times before the murder had you seen Rob in your house?
That was the only time before that I saw him in the house.
Okay. And can you tell us well, first of all, was there a time when you found him in your mom's bedroom in her bed?
Yes.
What time frame are we talking about, if you remember?
I don't remember the time frame, but I think I was already graduated from high school. I was going to class or I was going to work. So that around that time.
2016?
Yes.
Okay. So in 2016, then, one day, can you explain what you remember happening, how you found him?
Yes, I went to my mother's bathroom to take mascara or something because I like to do my mascara in her bathroom. And I didn't notice anything, but when I came out, I noticed Rob in her bed.
And what time was that?
It was in the morning, so I don't know, 10, 11 a.m., maybe earlier.
Did you tell the police about 7 a.m.?
Maybe. Sure, if I was working, then that's 7 a.m.
Okay. Not trying to trick you, I just want to...
No, I just don't remember.
Okay. 7 a.m., you went into your mom's bedroom, right?
Yes.
And I say that because at the time, did your dad sleep in the other room?
Yes.
All right. So you went into your mom's bedroom, and what did you see?
I went to the bathroom first, and then when I left the bathroom, I saw Rob in the bed.
And you recognized him?
Yes.
How did you know what he looked like?
Because I went to LA Fitness, and I knew that he was the racquetball coach, whatever, there.
Had you seen your mom playing racquetball with him before that?
Sure, yes, amongst other people, though, too.
Who else?
Elise, Faye, but there was a whole tournament. There was a whole league there, so a bunch of people.
All right. So you recognized him as being in from the gym. And what did you do?
I didn't say anything. I just ran out of the room, and I called my mom.
Okay, and what did you say to your mom?
I asked, why is Rob in the bed?
And what did she tell you?
She told me that he doesn't drink often. They had a party last night. Her friend Sheila, I think, they all came over, and he doesn't drink often. He got drunk, and so he slept it off.
Well, did she tell you that he and Sheila spent the night?
Yes.
Did you see Sheila there?
No.
Did you see Sheila there the night before?
I wasn't there the night before.
Okay. So you didn't see her. You don't know.
Correct.
All right. So this is what your mom told you.
Yes.
But that morning you didn't see Sheila. You just saw Rob.
Yes.
All right. And how did you know Sheila? From the gym?
Yes.
All right. What happened then?
My mom told me, and I had no other reason to believe otherwise, so I believed her.
All right. Did you say anything to Rob?
No.
Did he say anything to you?
No.
Did you just leave the room then?
Yes.
Did you ever see him leave?
No, I was leaving the house, so I didn't see him.
So when you left, was he, to your knowledge, alone in the house?
Yes.
Okay. And your mom was dropping off your sister at school?
Yes.
So when you left then, did she tell you not to tell your dad?
No.
Now, you said you weren't home the night before, but didn't you tell the police in February of 21st of 2017 that you heard your mom come home at about 2:30 in the morning?
At that point, I was home, but I wasn't like home for their party or whatever.
Okay. So let's back up then. That night, the night before you found Rob in your mom's bed, you were home that night earlier, or you're home at some point that night?
Yes.
Did you ever see any of your mom's friends come over that night?
No, I was in my room.
Around 2 o'clock, did you hear your mom come home?
If I said so back then yes.
Well, do you want to look, I don't want to put words in your mouth. Do you want to look at a transcript to
Sure.
refresh your memory? All right, let me get that for you.
Council, what are you doing now? Let's take our morning recess for 15 minutes. The evidence applies. Stay back there in 15 minutes.
Let's bring in our guest for the hour, trial attorney Michelle Thomas. Michelle, I was just saying right as we're coming to break, I fear the prosecutor is going too fast in order to help get Gessica off the stand, because she said a few times at the beginning, I just want to help you get through this and get through this, and let's just get through this. But she's talking so fast. She's just going after all of the facts. I don't think she's letting the emotional impact hit the jury. Do you think this is an effective direct examination?
Good afternoon, Judge Ashley. And I was thinking the same thing. I think we can all see that this daughter does not want to be there. She's trying to be compliant, trying to answer the questions as honestly as she can, but at the same time, the staccato tone of the sort of Q&A back and forth between the prosecutor and the witness. It's not helpful. It doesn't tell the story of what was happening. The prosecutor is leading this witness significantly. I don't know why there haven't been any objections to that. And then the prosecutor continues to reiterate what the witness's testimony is, and it's really not effective. Words are being said, but no story is truly being told.
I'm so glad you picked up on those other two pieces, because I wrote down also leading questions, things that are important facts, like, okay, so you saw him in your mom's bedroom in her bed. That is a very leading question with specifics that you don't want to do on direct, but there's no objection, which does surprise me.